If you have been living under a rock, then you may not have seen the infamous Oscars slap that seemingly shook the internet for days, even weeks following. Will Smith rocked up on stage and slapped comedian and fellow actor Chris Rock after he made some jokes about his wife Jada's hair loss. Of course, this was a contentious issue for Smith and his entire family, but no one could have predicted him to cause physical violence. Since the slap, there has been major backlash for the entire Smith family, with even Tupac's name being dragged in. Stay tuned to find out everything you need to know about the ongoing situation, along with other interesting need-to-know news. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. First, why the famous late rapper Tupac was dragged into the Will and Jada Smith Oscars mess. In very recent news, Jada Pinkett Smith is at the center of yet another tumultuous Kodak moment, as a tsunami of controversy continues to engulf Girls Trip star Jada Pinkett Smith, 50, and her husband Will Smith, 53, in the aftermath of the latter's career-threatening Oscars 2022 slap. Rapper Kodak Black, 24, has weighed in on their marital mayhem with a reprimand and an odd proposal for Pinkett Smith. In doing so, the always contentious Kodak managed to take a big shot at late hip-hop legend Tupac Shakur's street cred. The rapper went in on her and her husband Will Smith's marriage amid the uproar surrounding his Oscars smack. In the process, he managed to offend Tupac Shakur, the late hip-hop legend. He added an Instagram live feed that has since gone viral on Twitter. Jada Pinkett, baby, you was out of pocket. He then implied that Will Smith didn't deserve her and that she should instead be with him. I know, they're completely odd and out-of-the-blue remarks. His outburst coincided with the recently unearthed Red Table Talk film of Pinkett Smith, stating that she never really wanted to marry Will Smith in the first place and that their terrible 1997 wedding did not go as planned. In 2018, Pinkett Smith admitted, "I truly didn't want to get married." Jada went on to admit that the only reason she felt she had to get married is that she was pregnant at the time and had no idea what to do. Smith was praised as a stand-up man and gentleman with integrity, while Pinkett Smith was chastised for committing sacrilege against their holy matrimony by Kodak. Pinkett Smith had an entanglement affair with singer August Alsina, 29, and has also been pretty public with her enduring feelings for a late friend and rapper Tupac Shakur. Long live that boy Tupac. God bless his soul, Kodak continued, referring to the Thug Life lyricist who was tragically shot and killed in September 1996. The actress has stated that she and Shakur never had a sexual relationship, but they shared a great deal of affection. Her memories, on the other hand, seem to irritate Kodak Black enough for him to publicly say these things to his millions of followers. So, how did the famous late rapper Tupac and Jada know each other? Both Jada and Tupac both attended a Baltimore high school together and became close friends in the 1990s. Although it has always been speculated that the two were romantically engaged, Jada has maintained that they were simply friends. In the mid-90s, the Girls Trip actress began dating Will from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the two married in 1997, 3 months after Tupac was shot and died in a drive-by shooting. Tupac, on the other hand, was present during the early days of Jada and Will's relationship, which apparently caused friction amongst the trio. "I remember when I first came around Pac, Jada Pinkett was in a movie. It may have been the first movie she ever starred in with one of the Wayans brothers. I can't remember the name of it. Napoleon, a member of Outlaws Immortals, who was mentored by Tupac, recalled in an interview with The Art of Dialogue. It's clear that there was some unfinished business between the two before he tragically passed away." Next, Jada opens up about their family's healing following the Oscars fiasco. Jada Pinkett Smith is back from the red carpet and back to her Red Table Talk. Jada's Facebook Watch show, which returned this past week with special guest Janelle Monáe, was the first episode since Will Smith's Oscar slap on Chris Rock. She acknowledged the season of healing in the first scene of the show. "Considering all that has happened in the last few weeks, the Smith family has been focused on deep healing," said a caption across the top of the screen, "and it's evident that they all need time to heal." On that fateful night, following the internet-breaking slap, Will broke down in tears during his winning speech, which took place immediately after the slap. "I know to do what we do, you gotta be able to take abuse, and you gotta be able to have people talk crazy about you," he said. "In this business, you gotta be able to have people disrespecting you, and you gotta smile, and you gotta pretend like that's okay." He then went on to remorsefully explain that violence is not okay and destructive, and that his behavior during the award show was completely unacceptable. Smith, however, explained that jokes at the expense of his wife is something that he cannot bear, and that he simply had a moment where he could not control his anger. He went on to apologize to Chris Rock and stated that there is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. Now, Jaden Smith is being memed on hard. Here's why. In other Smith news, the son Jaden Smith, who also happens to be a popular actor and singer, has been getting memed on. Children don't like to discuss the political and economic situation of the the world, according to Jaden, who also stated that he preferred hanging out with grown-ups over kids. "I'm glad I spent my youth around more adults than kids my own age since I learned more from them." During the interview, the After Earth star also revealed that his parents, Will and Jada Smith, had no expectation that he would follow in their footsteps and pursue a career in the entertainment industry. However, they did state that he had to live up to their expectations. The young actor and rapper then went on to imitate the voice of a person his age, claiming that they say things like, "Look at my phone selfie," implying that he is more mature and prefers to be around a more mature, aged group of people. Smith went on to explain that he wants to talk about what is happening to the environment or political issues, but young adults just aren't interested. Jaden revealed that he enjoys turning up, flexing, playing music loud, and jumping in the club in Atlanta on occasion, but that he is more concerned with finding that next thing. People instantly jumped on the chance to make fun of the singer, making memes and jokes about how the Karate Kid star seemed irritated in the interview that young people didn't want to talk about more important subjects with him and don't care about those issues in the same way he does. Jaden Smith, on his way to curse out his kindergarten classmates for not understanding the complexities behind the current political climate, one Twitter user wrote. Another user captioned a photo of a teary-eyed SpongeBob SquarePants with 8-year-old Jaden Smith when Jada gave him a Spider-Man-themed birthday party instead of a book study on the War of Mesopotamia. Jaden has not yet responded to the reaction on social media, but we're sure he's noticed how many people are making memes out of his remarks. The backlash comes after Jaden's father, Will, was chastised for his notorious Oscars 2022 slap, which Jaden appeared to justify, and "That's how we do it," the rapper tweeted shortly after the awards presentation, which also drew the 23-year-old a lot of criticism. How Will Smith's slap impacts the black community within Hollywood. Another big issue that has arisen from the now infamous smack is the topic of the black community and how they are viewed in Hollywood. Will Smith has been the good guy for as long as anyone can remember. The 53-year-old actor has spent 3 decades perfecting his image as the ever-pleasant, non-threatening black man. Smith has been a favorite of mainstream Hollywood for a long time, from his curse-free rap lyrics to his compassionate representations of challenging and disadvantaged people. And until recently, he was one of the few superstars who had reached the pinnacle of their professions virtually scandal-free. He was a black man who, according to white Hollywood's criteria of respectability, was equal parts outrageously skilled and enormously marketable. Regrettably, the respectability component has historically been critical to the success of numerous black actors over the years. So when David Oyelowo, a British-American actor of Nigerian descent, wrote a guest column in The Hollywood Reporter recently, he suggested that Smith's actions, where he slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars after Rock made a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, who has alopecia, could have a negative effect on the ongoing push for inclusion in Hollywood. It's uncertain the kind of impact this will have on the black community within Hollywood, but we know one thing is certain: it will be hard for Will Smith to come back from his actions on that night. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.